Hey guys, what is up? It's the Glue Man here. Today I'm bringing you guys a guide on how to play Hero. Hero came out in the end of July, and not a lot of people have played him or done guides on him in a while. So I want to give you guys some updated guides. Maybe you can learn how to play him better. I'm going to start off with some basic attacks, and then go into like ability stuff, and then like matchup experience or different matchups against Hero, and how you guys can play him better online. So that being said, let's get into it. So here is, for Dragon Quest, he's got a good arsenal of abilities. He's got, ranged attacks and charge up things. He's got his down B menu. He's also got his kind of Ike type of basics or Cloud, these big long hits. So first I'll get into his basic attacks and show some damage values and information on it. So first we have his basic jab. 3-hit jab, knocks him away decently, 12%, kind of standard, whatever. The next we have his tilt attacks. That did 15.6%, it's a 2-hit attack. If you use this tilt stick, it can be awkward because right now I'm spamming the stick and it only does it once. So tilts for him don't really work with that very well. You have to time it well, I guess it worked there, but I typically choose over an A to do my tilt attacks. Up next, we're going to have his down tilt. It slides a little bit, puts his foot out, and it jabs the person. It's alright, it's good for some combos, as we'll get into it later. You can kind of do that and jump into a forward air and hit him. And then you have his up tilt. Up tilt's a great anti-air. You see, he goes like all the way around him. You can hit Lucina behind him. Great. It doesn't kill for a while. It's not as good as smash time in terms of kill, but it's great anti-air. Next, we're gonna have his down smash. So his down smash does that. Hits both sides. Typically, like a lot of down smashes do like links. And all the smash attacks can crit. Which you'll probably know already. It's a 1 out of 8 chance, I'm pretty sure, to crit. And so it's not the highest crit chance, but it can kill people like at 70 sometimes or 60, and it does like 30%. I don't know how much, but it does a lot more normal. Then his forward smash is this, and there's a crit. Okay, killed him at 100. Normally, I was gonna show off here. Normally, a forward smash won't kill somebody across the stage like this at like 100%. Oh, look, crit. He does 43.7% damage. That's how much a crit does on forward smash, not charged. Normally, it does 21.6. It doubles the damage basically. Just kind of crazy. His up smash is this, and as you can see, I'm next to Lucina. It doesn't mean hit her. So her forward smash does have a really weird hitbox. It's only straight up, very skinny, kind of like the Belmont's chains. It's very hard to hit, and I wouldn't recommend it unless you're like right above you on a platform or something. And there's another crit, 33.6, pretty insane. Next, we're gonna do the aerial attacks. So his forward air is this, does 14.4%. His back air does this, and it does 12.2. Let me see if I can get a better hit spot on it. Oops. There you go. Yeah, 14.4% with a good hitbox on it. And then his down air is like his up smash. It just does this, kind of like a downward spike. And it does spike, but it sends him down like that. It does 19.2, which is actually a lot. And the spike hitbox is not just a sword. It's when if I hit Lucina like here almost, like right as the animation comes out, it'll spike. It's not just the tip of the sword, but also the whole sword. Even when I'm thrusting it down, it hits on the spike box. And then his up air is this, kind of says a kick upwards. And what is 8.4%? It's good for juggling, kind of like in the air, just doing that, but it's not very good besides that. It doesn't kill really easily at all. Up next, we're gonna have his throws. So back to 0% to show you all that a little easier. So his pummel does around 1.5% each time. And then 1.5, 1.6, something like that. And then his down throw is a good combo throw, because you can down throw him and then do a forward air. I didn't react fast enough that time. Like that. It doesn't always combo on every single character, depending on how heavy or lighter they are, or what type of character hitbox they have, but it'll combo on most characters. His up throw is this, and you can follow up with an up air. Very useful when comboing. Can combo some, but like I said, it does a little less damage in the combo. I think like 2% less, 1.5% less than the down for the forward air, so I would stick with that one. And then his forward air, forward throw, my bad, is 8.4%. And then his back throw does the most damage, like 10.8. So maybe later on, if you're going for percent, but they're out of combo range, throw them backwards to get the actual percent. And don't forget the pummel, like I've said before. Somebody's at like 10%, do one pummel. They're like 30%, do like 2. They're at 50, 60, put 4 on them or something like that, depending on the character and the pummel speed. So then up next are going to be his abilities. So Hero has a mana mechanic, as you can see in the bottom left corner above his head. His 100 mana that regenerates almost every second. It regenerates 1 mana when you're not at max 100% mana. So his abilities will start off with his B neutral B. He charges up, takes a few seconds, and he can run around kind of like Mewtwo or Lucario's Shadow Ball or Aura Sphere. And I can shoot whenever I want to. It's just this big fireball, and it does a whopping 37.2%. It kills pretty easily. There are different levels of charging. You can just press B, it does a little fireball, it does not much damage. You can charge it up a little bit more. The little rings start appearing right there. That's when it's like a second level. Shoot it, does, yeah, like that. The first one's only good if you want to spam real quickly. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but you can do mix-ups with that as well. The second stage charging, so it does a lot of damage. Now a side B, or side special, is like this when you shoot it real quick. Does 16.8% for that little thing right there. Keep in mind the mana these use. The fireball, I forgot to mention, does do, like, I think it uses like 38 mana or something like that, or about 40 mana. Keep in mind for the ones that are like really big, like the side B fully charged and the neutral B fully charged. Even the lesser ones, it's about 1%, a little over 1% or a little over 1 mana used per 1% damage. If you do like 42% damage or something like that, it's gonna end up doing like using 38 mana. I think I said that backwards actually again, but yeah, you get the idea. So just think about it that way. The second charge stages use like for 25% damage done might be used like 18 mana, so they're a little bit off, but the fully charged ones, just keep that in mind. You're trying to save your mana. But as side B, now charged a little bit, does 24%, and look at the range on this. Okay, that was the fully charged one, my bad. Look at the range on this. That is crazy. Crazy long. So it's definitely a good poke tool in neutral. And this fully charged one calls down a giant lightning bolt, and then it does 45.6 damage percentage, and that's just crazy, honestly, for that much damage off one move. It does use like about 40 mana as well. It's really mana dependent, so don't spam it because you will run out of mana, and that's bad for heroes. We'll get into later. But definitely, yeah, it can kill. Like I said, it does stun them. You'll see Lucina here gets stunned and just thrown off and killed, and obviously 2 of those killed like really easily. But it does stun her, and has super armor after the lightning comes down. He starts spinning, so he's only way he can get out of is if you grab him. Most of the time, people get stunned by it. And then up next, you have his recovery. That's his what kind of doesn't really. I guess you do an angle on the little one. Does about 4 mana it uses. But you can charge at 2 levels like the other ones. The little things, the 2 little yellow lines around them start coming up. It does the second level one, and then the third level one. Get more mana for it. Can recover really far levels like that. It's pretty crazy. So only thing is it can be killed. It is a good recovery, but he can be like spiked out or hit out of it because he has no hitbox on it when he's going up. His tornadoes do have hitboxes, and that does like 22, almost 23%. So keep that in mind. Or you can edge guard with it. Just keep that in mind, or just try to recover with it. It's up to you. So next you have a hero's down B, which is brings up a menu. It has all these different options that you can see. The Kaboom sends out a giant explosion that sucks people in, does 33.6 damage. Bang is similar to that, but just does an explosion, doesn't suck them in. Magic Burst uses all your mana and a huge explosion, which we'll get into that later with edge guarding and stuff like that. Go into training and mess around with these, like Snooze puts them to sleep, Accelerate makes you extremely fast. Most of y'all probably know this stuff already, but just go ahead and use this stuff in training to get good at it, know what's going up. And look at the mana cost, like, you know, Crackle Slash uses 11, but Kaboom uses 37, probably because it does a lot of damage. And all these moves pretty much don't have damage drop off. Like Kaboom does 33 normally, but at long range to 31. But Sizzle, on the other hand, does have a perfect hitbox. Right here you'll see it does 16.2%, right? And up close right next to it does 16.2 as well. But in this range, it does 30. So it does have Sizzle's the one that really does have like a hitbox damage reduction. So being in kind of this mid range to do the full 30 damage, which is insane for how fast it flies off and how much mana it uses. So now, Hero in general. Hero's a pretty good character. I'd put Hero, honestly, at probably low of high tier. I wouldn't say he's high of high tier, maybe high of mid, but depending on different people rank him. But I think he's a pretty good character. I love him, honestly. He's really fun to use, especially with his drop-down menu and all his crazy, powerful abilities. Some of his bad matchups, I'll tell you about real quick, in general, are... Oddly enough, you're not going to really... Some people may disagree with me on this, but I do think sword characters like Lucina and ones that have fast, like Martha and White, fast aerials and movement speed, can give Hero trouble when he's out of mana. When I have mana, I can kind of space him out, you know, like use some of these abilities, use my stuff, you know, attack her, keep her away. But when you run out of mana or you're like low mana, you can't really do much against these people with swords, because my sword aerials and like attacks are much slower than theirs. Like Lucina's comes out way faster than this, especially his back air. has a huge delay on when it comes out. So people have a lot of like Ike and stuff. Even Ike's slow, but even Ike can outdo Hero just because of that. And if somebody's blocking on or parrying all your special moves and stuff, like Hero's at disadvantage on these matchups. But if you know how to play right and how to wait it out, use your moves wisely to throw mix-ups, use your specials and generate your mana with hits, it will help a lot. And by the way, I forgot to mention, Hero does regenerate mana with hits. So if I hit her here, I do got 100 mana back. So it depends on the move, how much damage it does, how much you recover. I think once again, it's got like 1% damage, is like 1 mana about, so keep that in mind as well. Some range projectile spammers like Link, maybe Samus can give him trouble, but he does have bounce, which will reflect projectiles back, and it stays active for a long time, like 15 seconds before it goes away. So try to get that against them. And then finally, the biggest matchup issue with Hero, I would say out of all of them, is fast people, like really fast people like Fox. If someone like Fox, who has to play up close to you, gets right up on you and starts juggling and attacking you, Hero really doesn't have a way to get out of it. He's, like I said, all of his aerials are kind of slow. Even some of his ground attacks are slow like this, and like they're just not very fast. They're his jab. So if somebody like Fox gets on top of Hero and is just constantly like in their space, like on him, Heroes kind of can't do much. They kind of just get juggled and bodied around. Like Hero is like a lot of sword characters where he relies on forward air spacing out, and like even back here spacing out some instances, and neutral air, because neutral air is really good. Which, sorry, I actually forgot to mention neutral air. It does this. It's like Ike's neutral air or Cloud's. It goes all the way around him. It can actually hit behind him. So sorry about that. Yeah, see it behind him. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, but he has to space people out and stuff. And if somebody Fox is right up on him, just attacking him in his face, he can't properly space. So when you're playing against Fox, and then if they get on you, have to get away from them, or you're just gonna have to like be really good at practicing and spacing out people and not let them getting on you. And thing too is Fox is a reflector, so he's not just fast, but he also can reflect your stuff back. So it really limits his projectile game and stuff unless you mix it up. And I guess you could spam your side B like that and do a ton of damage, but he probably won't catch that. But in general, like Fox and fast characters in general, like probably Pichu and stuff, really have an advantage on Hero, and so you gotta watch out for characters that are faster in your face all the time. That being said, Hero in general, some of his combos, let's talk about real quick. He doesn't have many, but he has the down throw to forward air, like I mentioned. It's guaranteed, like I said, on most characters and stuff. And then you up throw to forward air or up air can work, but it's not as useful. It's not a lot more characters can get out of it easier as well. So one combo Hero does have is that he has the ability to kind of edge guard people in a unique way. So let's say Lucina's off the ledge. AI won't do it because AI. I would say Lucina's off the edge down here, trying to recover. What I can do is I can, drop down, hit him with a whirlwind, and then drop reverse that. So what's going to happen here is she's going to get knocked this way, kind of at an angle like that, where I was jumping kind of off to the side over here. And then once you grab the ledge, you're going to like drop down, drop, then jump. When you drop and then jump, you're going to just reverse B the fireball. So like I said, it kind of looks like that. And what's going to happen is they're basically going to get stuck in the damage animation from the whirlwind, and they're going to pop out at an angle, kind of, see if it'll do it. Just pop out at that angle right there, and you're going to basically, what happens is that at that moment, you're just going to reverse the fireball that way and just shoot it off at them. And it's basically a guaranteed combo they can't get out of. They're going to get hit. If they're even like at 30%, the fireball will probably kill them off the edge. And yeah, they're definitely dead. Look at the knockback on that. They're 25%, and she's in the air over there. She's dead. So it's pretty crazy. That's a really good combo for Hero, and I'd recommend practicing it so you can get do to people off stage and edge guard, and get easy early kills off them as well. Now, like I said, Hero's neutral. You're going to want to space out forward airs a lot. Forward airs are really good for guarding and neutral, and just for playing neutral, which if you know what neutral means, it basically is kind of like the point of the game where both players are like separated like this. They're kind of like dashing back and forth and throwing out moves and like abilities or like projectiles to try to get hits on people. And a lot of times people who aren't hitting are actually, this is neutral here, they're not hitting each other, they're trying to hit each other. It's like the first blood or first play, trying to hit somebody. So Hero can, like I said, space people out. You don't want people in on you. Don't let people get next to you and hit you. Keep them spaced out. And once you're out of mana, you're going to have to go in with your sword or just play Ring Around the Rosie and just jump around them until you get more back. But I'd recommend not doing that because it's kind of a newbie and cheap thing to do to time them out almost. Just focus more on, getting hits on them to regenerate your mana. What I recommend neutral is you can just spam fireballs every now and then. I typically like to have one charged up at all times just to get a, if you're fighting and just, instead of like forward airing here, you could just throw out a fireball and just catch him with it off guard. But one thing that's really good is I was talking about earlier the side B range. Like you can hit Lucina literally from here for 24%. Mix up forward airs like this, kind of like tricking them out, then like go for that. And it's so quick. It doesn't seem kind of that quick, but it just in the game it's so quick. Most even good players won't recognize you're charging it fast enough, and they won't be able to react, or they misdetermine the range of your ability, and they're like, oh, he can't hit me from there, and it hits them, and they really can't do anything about it. So definitely use this in neutral as well, and as edge guarding. Edge guarding, you can hit him with a sword and kill them easily, or just neutral air them. But you can also go at the edge and hit him with a range attack, and they'll never see it coming. And here's got pretty good recovery as well. Also zoom, see zoom right here. It recovers you back on the stage from anywhere. Doesn't use a lot of mana either. The chance of you getting zoom is a lot higher. I think it's 50% higher the closer you are to the edge. So look at that. I got it very easily there. And it's because you're close to the edge. So if you're ever like really far off the edge, like some Jigglypuff's juggling you off the edge like crazy, or Donkey Kong, and there's no way you're going to make it back because you're down low, just think quickly and just go for that zoom and hit the menu and get good reading it, and just find zoom if you can, because a lot of times it will be there. Like sometimes it won't, but before I've had this happen, I've hit it and it's literally saved me when my recovery wouldn't have. So it's a good cheat move to get out of things like that. But yeah, so Hero's neutral is actually pretty good, but once he's out of mana, he literally has to rely on his sword, and like I said, against sword characters like Lucina, Roy, and even Ike, he really struggles because his moves are so slow, and people like Lucina can just kind of get on him and just get their moves out quicker than him, so it's hard. Next, talk about kind of edge guarding the hero right here. So let's say Lucina's recovering and stuff down low. There's a few options you can do, like before she grabs the ledge. If you can find Magic Burst, use it. Sometimes it's hard to find, or if you're up a stock, let's say you have 2 stocks and she has 1 stock left and she's at like 60%. Look for Kamikaze as well, because if you're ahead of the stock, it doesn't matter. Just kill yourself, but it literally does like 60% damage. It can kill them literally like at 40%. So another thing you can do to edge guard is use Sizz or Snooze if they're at the ledge. Sizz is really quick, and other moves like Bang, Kaboom. Use them to edge guard, and same thing with Snooze. If they try to get up, hit them with it. Snooze can be blocked by shielding. It won't affect them at all, but a lot of times they're getting up the ledge. If you're not near them, they're not expecting you to use anything. It's quite quick, so just pick a move quickly and hit them with Sizz when they get up. And one thing you can do with Hero is, like I said, use your side special like that. If somebody's getting up off the ledge, or if they're kind of like playing in neutral a little bit, one thing you can do to throw them off the edge, or if they're landing on you especially, you can jump into them and use your side like that. And a lot of times they won't expect it. On the fully charged side B, it's really powerful. Uses a lot of mana, like I said. You can kill them super easily, and you have super armor on it during the ending part of the move. But it can throw people off guard if you use it carefully. Like don't spam it. But if if they're landing on you or getting from the ledge, sometimes you can jump into them like that and just use it, and they won't expect it. You get hit by it. Another thing you can do, guys, is somebody's facing the other way and you want to use the menu open like this. You can, as soon as you are about to press the Sizz button, hit it and then change your direction. So let's say you're facing left, open the menu up and hold to the right and press over at the same time. Like press over A, like right A at the same time, and it'll change your direction over like this. It's a good move for mixing up opponents. They maybe don't think you can do that. Some people don't know you can, but it's a good way to land and just mix it up. Also, Whack is a projectile. A little dark ball flies out, and Thwack is this big area effect like this. They both have a chance to one-hit kill the enemy and delete them from the game. Basically, they like vanish. The more percent the enemy has, the higher the chance it is, but you still can kill somebody with it like at 10%. So it is a good move to use. Also, lastly, about the down B menu, Hocus Pocus is a rare thing you will find on here. It gives you a random effect. Sometimes it can make you mega big, sometimes it can make you invincible, or sometimes it can slow you down, or just basically put you Clang and give you bad moves. So you gotta be careful if you use it. I wouldn't really use it if you're tied or behind, unless if you're behind, you're like, I really need a Mega Mushroom or something like that. Lucky, use it. It also can give you moves like Sizz and Bang and Kaboom, but I'd recommend using it maybe only if you're ahead. If you're feeling like taking a risk and just like saying, screw it, I'm ahead, go ahead and use it. But besides that, try to stay away from Hocus Pocus unless you're feeling kind of ballsy. But that being said, that's basically Hero. I love him as a character. He's really fun, and his abilities feel really powerful and kill easily, and sometimes are kind of cheap like that. Killed her, which is like 38-40% near the edge. So he's awesome. His crits really pay off too, and he's really fun at online duos, 2v2s. Like if you're bored playing with a friend and you want another character to try, play Hero. He's great, and online 2v2s he's a lot of fun. Like I said, be careful of people like Fox who are really, really fast and can run around and get right up on you and just spot you quickly. Try to space him out with the forward airs, and then your back air if you're at a back spot. He's really good at edge guarding because his stuff does a lot of knockback and he has good recovery. Don't forget to use zoom if you're off stage, and in neutral remember to use not just your forward airs to space out, but also mix in your specials, or throw in a little fireball, or mix them up with a fully charged fireball and stuff as well. That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this guide. Please like, subscribe, comment, if you want to see more stuff. I'm trying to get more Smash guides going because I haven't, done anything in a while, but I really enjoy making guides and stuff. I want to help you guys out with that. My recent Lucario guide, if you want to go check that out, I made it a while ago with the worst mic, but it has like 500 views and now it's doing pretty good, so check some of those other videos out and stuff. And I'm going to try to do some other content, other games as well. So that being said, guys, really appreciate all support and hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next one.